At the heart of every dream home lies a mortgage, a financial agreement that, while common, carries complexities that mystify even the savviest of buyers. Imagine a young family brimming with aspirations embarks on their journey to buy their first home. The world feels like an oyster, holding promise of a cozy abode they can call their own. The scent of fresh paint, the echo of laughter ringing through the halls, the soft patter of little feet on shiny hardwood floors. They weave these dreams into a vision, a picture-perfect snapshot of their future. Every open house they visit, every neighborhood they explore, adds another brushstroke to this dream. They envision the children playing in the yard, family gatherings in the spacious living room, and quiet, peaceful nights in the comfort of their haven. The excitement is palpable, it's intoxicating, a shared dream that ties them together in this journey. But as they delve deeper into the process, they encounter an unexpected adversary: high interest rates. Suddenly, the numbers in the mortgage document start to blur. The figures seem monstrous, and the financial implications become daunting. Their dream house now feels like a castle in the sky, a beautiful mirage yet so out of reach. The interest rates, like a relentless tide, wash over their aspirations, eroding the foundations of their dream. Every additional percentage point feels like a brick being taken away from their dream house. The excitement of house hunting is replaced by the anxiety of financial planning, the joy of imagining their future home overshadowed by the stress of soaring mortgage payments. They find themselves at an impasse, caught in a whirlwind of complex financial jargon, fluctuating market conditions, and the harsh reality of high interest rates. The dream of home ownership, once so vivid and tangible, now seems like a distant star. Their hopes are clouded by doubt and uncertainty as they grapple with the convoluted maze of the current housing market. Their dreams feel more like a distant mirage than an achievable reality. Welcome to Cause Effect channel. In this video, we look deep into the heart of the issue, exploring the complex landscape of mortgages, the daunting challenges posed by high interest rates, and the dreams that hang in the balance. Join us as we embark on this journey together, uncovering the truths, the strategies, and the spirit of perseverance that define the quest for a place to call home in today's tumultuous market. This is a story about more than just interest rates and loans. It's about the fundamental human desire for stability, community, and a place to belong. In order for us to understand their struggle, we must first delve into the state of today's housing market. It's a whirlwind of fluctuating prices and soaring interest rates, a storm that's been brewing over recent years due to a concoction of economic factors. The global economic climate, national policy changes, and market demand have all conspired to push interest rates to unprecedented heights. But what does this mean for the average homebuyer? Imagine standing at the foot of a mountain, the peak shrouded in clouds. That's the housing market today. The climb? That's the mortgage payments made steeper and more treacherous by these high interest rates. Each step, each monthly payment becomes a struggle. And the dream home at the peak? It's getting further out of reach as the mountain grows ever taller. The impact on home affordability is palpable. Homes that once seemed within grasp are suddenly beyond the horizon, their price tags inflated by the ballooning interest. It's like watching your dream home drift away on a sea of financial uncertainty, the shore receding with each wave of rising rates. And how has this changed buyer behavior? Let's take a glimpse into the life of Jane, a single mother and first-time homebuyer. Jane had her heart set on a cozy 3-bedroom home in the suburbs, but as interest rates climbed, so did her prospective mortgage payments. She found herself facing a harsh reality. The home she had envisioned for her family was now out of her financial reach. Jane's story is but one among countless others, a testament to the tangible impact of these market conditions. The dream of homeownership is now a daunting task, one that demands resilience and informed decision-making. But it's not an insurmountable challenge. The mountain may be steep, but with the right strategies and a dash of perseverance, the peak is attainable. Remember, it's not about the size of the mountain, but the strength of the climber. Embarking on the home buying journey can often feel like stepping into threads of complex financial terminology and principles. Let's simplify the mechanics behind mortgages. As you start this journey, it's crucial to understand the four main components of a mortgage: principal, interest, term, and amortization. The principal refers to the amount borrowed, or the outstanding balance of the loan. Interest is the cost of borrowing the principal amount from the lender. The term is the time you've agreed to meet the conditions of the mortgage, including interest rates. Amortization is the scheduled timeline for paying off the mortgage in full. Now, let's move on to interest rates. There are two types, fixed and variable. Fixed rates remain the same throughout the term, shielding you from potential rate hikes, but also preventing you from benefiting from rate drops. On the other hand, variable rates fluctuate in line with market changes. This means you could pay less interest if rates drop, but more if they rise. This unpredictability might seem daunting, but expert insights can help predict market trends and inform your decision. It's a bit like navigating through a maze. The path is winding and sometimes confusing, but with a little guidance, you can find your way. The reality of the housing market, with its high interest rates and climbing mortgage calculations, can be overwhelming. But remember, understanding these financial mechanics is essential to make an informed decision and secure the dream of home ownership. The journey to owning a home is a tough climb, both emotionally and financially, but armed with this knowledge, you can navigate the labyrinth with a steadier footing. The anticipation, the stress, the setbacks are all part of the journey. And the journey is a test of resilience, patience, and fortitude, but it also brings with it the promise of a place called home, a dream realized, a future secured. The roller coaster ride of home buying is daunting, but with understanding comes empowerment. And that makes the ride worth it. So how does one navigate this mortgage maze? It's a question that's probably echoing in your mind right now. Well, the answer lies in three key principles: financial management, exploration of alternatives, and seeking professional advice. Firstly, financial management. This is the cornerstone of surviving the high interest rate environment. It's about understanding your financial capacity, setting a realistic budget, and sticking to it. It's about saving diligently for that larger down payment which could potentially reduce your mortgage burden. It's about cutting back on non-essential expenses and prioritizing your dream of homeownership. Essentially, it's about taking control of your finances rather than letting them control you. Next, exploration of alternatives. There's no one-size-fits-all solution in the housing market. You might want to consider adjustable rate mortgages, which offer lower initial interest rates, or perhaps renting is a more suitable option for you at this time. And then there's also the possibility of waiting out the market. It might seem like a daunting prospect, but remember, the housing market is cyclical, and what goes up must eventually come down. Finally, seeking professional advice. The complexities of the mortgage market can be overwhelming, but you don't have to face them alone. Financial advisors and real estate experts can provide valuable insights and guidance. They can help you understand your options, make informed decisions, and devise a plan that suits your specific circumstances. But perhaps the most crucial element in navigating the mortgage maze is resilience. It's about facing the challenges head-on, adapting to the circumstances, and never losing sight of your dream. Yes, the path might be riddled with obstacles, and yes, the journey might be longer and tougher than you anticipated. But remember, every step you take brings you closer to your goal. With the right strategies, the seemingly impossible becomes possible. So take a deep breath, muster your courage, and step into the mortgage maze. You might just find that you're stronger and more capable than you ever imagined. Despite the challenges, there's always a glimmer of hope. Picture this, a couple, both first-time homebuyers, facing the daunting reality of high interest rates. Yet they're not deterred. They educate themselves, meticulously plan their finances, and explore alternative housing options. They don't let the high interest rates thwart their dream of homeownership. Instead, they adapt, they negotiate, they persevere, and they succeed. Their story is not an isolated one. There are countless others, resilient individuals and families who have navigated this labyrinth successfully. It's these stories of triumph that spark hope, stories that remind us that it is possible to overcome even the most daunting of financial hurdles. But what about the future? Well, the crystal ball of the housing market is a complex one, but based on historical patterns and expert analysis, there are reasons to be hopeful. Some experts project that interest rates may eventually stabilize. They argue that the current spike is a reaction to various economic factors, some of which are transient. Others suggest that technological advancements and policy changes could lead to more affordable housing options in the future. So yes, the market is tough, but it's not insurmountable. And the future? Well, it might just be brighter than we think. But remember, the key to navigating this maze is resilience. It's about arming yourself with information, making informed decisions, and being flexible in your approach. It's about having the courage to dream, the determination to plan, and the tenacity to persevere. So let's not allow the fear of high interest rates to overshadow our dreams of homeownership. Instead, let's embrace the challenges as stepping stones on our journey. Because at the end of the day, the joy of owning your own home is unparalleled. The road might be tough, but the destination is worth the journey. Before we wrap up, let's take a moment to reflect on our journey through the mortgage maze. We've seen the highs and lows of the housing market, experienced the emotional roller coaster, and wrestled with the beast that is high interest rates. We've seen the struggles of first-time homebuyers and empathized with their fears. But we've also seen their resilience, their determination, and their triumph. We've stepped into their shoes and navigated the maze alongside them, learning strategies to overcome the hurdles and keep moving forward. This journey has reminded us that it's not just about the destination, but also the journey itself. The challenges we face, the obstacles we overcome, they shape us. They make us stronger. They make the destination all the more rewarding. Yes, the road to homeownership can be tough, but remember, the destination, a place called home, is worth it. Now, as we move forward, let's keep this in mind. Let's remember the resilience, the determination and the hope. Let's remember that we have the tools to navigate this maze and that we're not alone in this journey. So let's take a deep breath and get ready to continue our journey. The next step? Sharing our knowledge, our insights and our experiences to help others navigate this maze. Because remember, we're all in this together. If this video has been beneficial to you, if it has shed some light on the complex world of home buying, then we have a small request. Give us a thumbs up. Not only does it tell us that we're on the right track, but it also helps others discover this content. And while you're at it, why not share this video with your friends, family, or anyone else who might be embarking on this journey? Remember, the housing market is a maze, but it's a maze that we can navigate together. Sharing information, sharing insights, sharing stories of success, it's one of the most effective ways we can help each other. So let's make a difference. Let's arm ourselves with knowledge. Let's plan meticulously. And let's adapt to the ever-changing landscape of the housing market. And most importantly, let's not lose sight of our dreams. Remember, we're all in this together. Let's help each other find our way home.